Hello everyone. In today's class, we are going to learn about the anatomy of testes. So firstly, let's start with the transverse section. Remember one thing, when we cut the testes, we will observe that there are a number of compartments. Each compartment is called as a testicular lobule. Within each testicular lobule lie many such tubules. These tubules are called as seminiferous tubules. It is actually within this seminiferous tubules that the sperm production occurs. Here, the seminiferous tubules are lined with number of germ cells. Each of these primary germ cells undergoes different kinds of division, like some undergo mitotic division, some undergo meiotic division. But remember, the process of gamete formation includes mainly the meiotic division. Firstly, they'll undergo mitosis, then it undergoes growth phase, and ultimately it undergoes meiotic division, which is required for reducing the number, that is diploid number to haploid. This is very important. It helps in restoring the number of chromosomes in zygote. All right, coming to this topic, TS of testes. We are going to directly start with the seminiferous tubule. So, the testes includes number of seminiferous tubules. That is focused only on one such seminiferous tubule. Also remember, in between the seminiferous tubules, there would be space present. Let's say this is yet another seminiferous tubule. Among this, in between, we will see lots of space is present. This space is called as interstitial space. Within this interstitial space, there are cells present, and these cells are called as Leydig cells. Leydig cells, which can also be named as interstitial cells. So, in the interstitial space, the Leydig cells or interstitial cells are present. Remember the function of this, it helps in secreting testosterone. So, this is the major function carried out by the Leydig cells. It helps in secretion of testosterone, which again will help in the process of spermatogenesis and number of other activities. Okay, now here, each of this circular structure represents a seminiferous tubule. Now, what does this seminiferous tubule comprise of? Within each seminiferous tubule, you will find there are a number of cells lining it. Each of this cell is called as a primary germ cell. These germ cells are ready to undergo mitotic division, which helps in multiplication. They grow in number, they increase their number. And along with this, there are certain specialized cells present, which are called as the Sertoli cells. Very important. The Sertoli cells are very important in providing nourishment. They provide nourishment to the developing sperms. Then next comes what? It is in the same way you will see the entire seminiferous tubule is lined up by the primary germ cells and the Sertoli cells. The primary germ cells keep on undergoing mitotic division, and so it will be producing cells called as the spermatogonia. It is the spermatogonia which is supposed to undergo still number of modifications, and it will produce the primary spermatocyte, secondary spermatocyte, and ultimately at the end we obtain the spermatid. So yes, this present in the outer lining, they are called as the primary germ cells. This primary germ cells undergo mitotic division, they give rise to the spermatogonia. So let's say this ones here, this cells so formed are called as the spermatogonia. This spermatogonia undergo number of divisions. They, some among them will undergo growth, and remaining will carry on with the other process. But this ones, the spermatogonia, once they undergo division, they undergo growth, they become the spermatocyte, which we are going to learn in detail in the spermatogenesis topic class. So Right now we are not going much in detail. This spermatogonia keeps on growing. It undergoes meiotic division where primary spermatocytes, secondary spermatocytes are formed, and ultimately spermatids are formed. Now remember, spermatid is a non-motile body, whereas spermatozoa are the motile structures, which we actually call as the sperm. So the sperms become motile with the help of the Sertoli cells. They help in making the spermatocyte, or they help in making the spermatid motile. Now remember one more thing. The Sertoli cells help in uh, carrying out the maturation of the sperm, and when this occurs, the sperm remains embedded within the Sertoli cell in such a manner that the head remains embedded but the tail remains free, and the tail faces the center whereas the head remains pointing towards the periphery. So this is how the Sertoli cells will carry out its function. In the same manner, the other seminiferous tubules are also filled by the sperms and the Leydig cells, which produce the testosterone. So this is the TS of testis. It would be much better if you fill at least one of the seminiferous tubule. This is mostly asked in diagram-based questions. So prepare this very well. Diagram-based questions could ask you to label them or maybe to draw the diagram. All right. So this one shows the TS of testis. In the next class, we'll learn about the LS of testis. Thank you.